Alright, welcome back to another video. I'm Craig with 3D Resin Solutions. If you're unfamiliar with who we are, we manufacture custom 3D printing resin for industry and avocations. And what we recently started doing is doing featured artists. So we started with R&E Studios, by the way. Great people over there, very easy to work with, a lot of fun, great getting to know them. And they do awesome models. So what we're doing is we're giving them a full advertisement on our website, and we give away one of their models with a resin purchase. So this month, and we're not doing a month-by-month basis. It might be a month or two, depending on the artist and depending on the file. So when you purchase a Hero Gray this month, you would have gotten the free Tyrannus.stl model. A very cool model. So you can obviously see the picture there. And it's free to download when you purchase the Hero Gray. We also give the featured artist a full web page to just show off some of their work, and it'll be up on our website. So yeah, it's just good advertising for them, good advertising for us, and gives a little bit of value added when you purchase our resin. So this month we're going to switch gears, and in this video what I'm going to do is just do a test print of what we're going to switch to in September, and that is Lion Tower miniatures. So Lion Tower is going to be our September. So you have a few, if you would like to purchase or you like to get this file, you still have a few days left. We're probably not going to post the Lion Tower until switch over right around the first, second of the month, maybe, or so. We're not doing strict deadlines here, so we'll eventually switch over. We'll do a full page ad of the Lion Towers, show you some of their work, and of course, if you purchase resin, you can get the free STL. Now, let's check that STL out. This month, I think we're going to do, for Lion Tower, any purchase of 3DRS standard, our standard resin, 3D Resin Solutions standard resin. Any purchase will get you the free STL download, and it's pre-supported, so it's very easy to print. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the printer now and just check out the pre-supports. So obviously there's not a ton of setup with pre-supported models. We're just going to throw it into the software, slice it out, and get it on the printer. I will point out that with the file download this month, you're going to get both two modifications of the same file. You have the hooded version, which we can take a look at here. And so there's the hooded version, and the one that is pre-supported is the hoodless version. So that's this one here. All right, and we're just going to go ahead and take the supported model and throw it on here. Now I did notice that actually in the files that Lion Tower sent me, they don't have a base in here, so I will probably either have them send me one or see if I can find just make one really quick. Anywho, the way I'm going to print this is I like to use a raft. So this doesn't have a raft on it. I'm sure it'll probably print fine, but that's just not the way I like to do things. So the only thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a raft put on and just make sure it's not lifted off of that at all. And I think that'll be fine. So you notice even with the pre-supports there are some red areas. I'm not sure, so that's why we test print. I'm sure it's fine. Guys over at Lion Towers have been doing this a long time, so I'm sure that they got this figured out. So reorientate a little bit here. Alright, so printing with 3DR standard resin. On 3DR standard resin, typically speaking, I do 8 seconds. I'll be printing on an LD002R. That's what I typically print on, simply because I never have to relevel it, and it's just a very good, reliable printer. Sometimes I print on the Anycubic Photon or the Elegoo Mars or Unis printers, whatever I have, but most of what we do here is on the LD002R. I have a fleet of them. So I do 8 seconds with the 3DR standard resin, and I'll probably just reduce this down to 60 seconds. 0.05 millimeter layer height, good to go. 150, 65, 65, I stick to that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and slice this out. I think it's going to, since I already did this, I think it's going to be around a 3.5 hour print. I kind of played with the model earlier just to see what the print times would be. Because I'm actually recording this on Saturday morning, because what better thing to do on Saturday morning than to head to work and, you know, get some hobby printing in. 3 hours and 28 minutes. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this on the printer. Alright, so fast forward about 4 hours or so, 4.5 hours. I'm finished up with them. So I spent about 3.5 hour printing and then about a half hour, 45 minutes cleaning them up. I could have spent a lot more time you know, doing that, but for today's purpose it worked out fine. Did about 10 or 15 minutes in isopropyl alcohol bath. Then obviously blowed them, dried them there to dry them off before I clean them up and post cure them. The nice thing about 3DR standard resin, it does glue together very easily with standard super glue. So once I'm done kind of fumbling through those tiny parts there, I just get them glued together with standard super glue, and I throw them in the post-cure unit for about 15 minutes. I use a Formlabs post-cure unit. If I was doing it outside, 15, 20 minutes is really all you need. In a post-cure unit, you probably should do more like 30 to 60 minutes. So there you go. I didn't have a base, as I mentioned before. Hopefully in the downloads we'll get you a base. I'm sure we can do that. I just use a white cap that I had laying around. All right, so here's a picture of him. He's a little tiny. I'm going to blow him up, do another print at like 165%. I think I was able to fit on there. And so I can have him to my collection. But yeah, he worked out pretty well. He's a cool little character. So if you want this particular character in about 3 or 4 days, any purchase of 3DRS standard resin will get you this download. I think you still have a few days left to get the R&E Studios character here, which will end in about probably the 1st or the 2nd of next month. If you are a modeler and you want to get involved and have us make you our featured artist for a month or two, go ahead and contact us. Head on over to the contact page, or you can find us on our Hero Resin group on Facebook. I think that's it, guys. I appreciate you joining me. Make it a great day.